The first thing I remember was the light, brilliant, violet, and pulsing like a heartbeat. It wasn't sunlight. It wasn't artificial light. It was alive. My shuttle had crash-landed on an uncharted moon after a micrometeor storm sent me spiraling off course. I should have been dead. But instead, I opened my eyes to that living light and the silhouette of a woman, tall, flawless, and undeniably alien. Her skin shimmered like polished obsidian, reflecting constellations that weren't even part of the galaxy I knew. Her eyes were silver and almost liquid, and her long hair fell in strands of blue light, drifting as though underwater. I tried to speak, but the lack of oxygen caught up to me and darkness washed over my vision again. When I woke the second time, I was lying on a floating bed of crystallized moss. The room around me glowed with soft luminescent patterns that shifted like breathing murals. I wasn't restrained. I wasn't in pain. But I wasn't alone. She stood there again. "Human pilot," she said, her voice resonating like multiple harmonics layered together. "You are awake sooner than predicted." "Where am I?" I whispered. "You are within the heart spire, the sanctuary of my people. My name is Althera, daughter of the living constellation." A princess? A high-ranked being? Something told me she was far more important than even those titles suggested. She approached, and I noticed her movements were flawless, not fluid like water, but like gravity itself obeyed her steps. "You saved my life," I murmured. "Why?" Her expression was unreadable. "Because you carry a frequency I have never encountered. Your presence resonates." I didn't understand. Not yet. Cyclone, the invitation. Over the next days, or cycles as she called them, Althera showed me the heart spire. It wasn't a city. It wasn't a fortress. It was alive. Veins of glowing crystals pulsed like arteries through the walls. Floating orbs drifted by like tiny suns. Intelligent vines rearranged themselves to form paths as we walked. Her people, the Astrolin, watched me with wary curiosity. They were beautiful beings, tall and metallic-skinned, their features sharp and ethereal. But none of them looked like Althera. She was different, more radiant, more powerful. One day, as we walked along a sky bridge suspended over a sea of shimmering stars, she slowed her pace. "You are restless," she observed. "I'm grateful you saved me," I said, "but I don't belong here." Her silver eyes narrowed. "You wish to depart?" "Yes. Eventually. I have a life, or I did. Responsibilities." She stopped entirely and turned to face me. "There is something you do not yet know," she said quietly. "Your arrival was not an accident. The air hummed around us." "What do you mean?" I asked. She took a step closer. "You were called." My heart pounded. "Called by who?" "By me." I stared at her. She didn't blink. Then she said something that stopped time itself. "Human, I want you to become my echo bond." I blinked, confused. "You're what?" "An echo bond. One who shares life resonance with me. One who stands beside me as I rise to ascend the astral throne." I laughed nervously. "You're asking me to marry you?" Her head tilted. "Marriage is your term. Ours is deeper, eternal, unbreakable across galaxies." I took a step back, breath catching. "Why me?" Her eyes softened. "Because your soul sings with a frequency that aligns with my own. I felt it the moment your shuttle breached our atmosphere. But I'm human, and I am Astrolin. Does that diminish your worth?" I didn't know what to say. "Althera," I whispered, "I barely know you." She stepped closer, lifting a hand but not touching me. "Then know me. Let me show you what it means. Let me show you who I am." Her voice trembled just barely. It was the first sign of vulnerability I'd seen from her. My people do not understand emotion, she said. But I do. Because of you. Ring planet the heart of the astrolin. To earn my answer, she said, I needed to see the truth of her kind. The heart spire opened for us like a blooming flower as she guided me into its deepest chamber. Giant crystalline structures floated in spirals, connected by beams of light that pulsed in sync with Althera's breathing. This is the astral nexus, she said. It contains the memory of my people. All our past, all our future. She approached a massive crystal column and placed her hand on it. Light surged out like a starburst. Visions engulfed me. Galaxies forming. Civilizations rising and falling. The astralin born from stardust, evolving into beings of both matter and energy. Their ancient wars. Their near extinction. Their rigid laws banning emotional bonds. And through it all, Althera stood alone. A singular anomaly born with the ability to feel. When the visions ended, I was trembling. You're different from them, I whispered.
Yes.
And some fear what I am becoming. Her voice dropped. If I ascend without an echo bond, the elders will strip my rights. They will reshape me, remove what makes me me. My chest tightened. Erase your emotions? Yes. That's cruel. It is survival to them. She turned to me, eyes glowing. But you changed everything. You appeared. Your resonance harmonized with mine. You are the anchor that can protect me from being rewritten. She stepped closer. So, I ask again, will you stay? Will you bond with me? Her hand hovered inches from mine. Her bold request left me breathless. I didn't answer. Not yet. Milky Way the attack. The decision was forced before I could make it. A violent tremor shook the heart spire. Crystals shattered. The sky outside darkened as ships descended, sleek, obsidian vessels shaped like razors. The Voidborn. Althera's voice hardened. They found us. Who are they? Exiles. Astralin who abandoned the Nexus and embraced emptiness. They want the Nexus destroyed. As explosions thundered above, the heart spire's inner lights flickered violently. Her guards rushed in. Princess, you must evacuate. No, she said. I will not leave him. Suddenly, a blast tore open the chamber wall. A Voidborn captain stepped through. His body was like Althera's but void black, eyes glowing red. Althera, he hissed. Give us the human. His resonance is the key to destabilizing the Nexus. I froze. Why did everyone want me? The captain lunged, but Althera moved faster. She unleashed a wave of silver energy that sent the attacker crashing through a crystalline pillar. Her elegance vanished, replaced by raw, overwhelming power. She grabbed my hand.
Come.
I cannot lose you. We sprinted through collapsing corridors until we reached the upper platform overlooking the Star Sea. A massive Voidborn cruiser hovered above, charging weapons. Her guards turned to face it. Althera looked at me, truly looked. I cannot protect my people without emotion. I cannot live without my resonance. Without you. She placed my hand over her heart. Choose me. Bond with me. Now. But what happens to me? You will gain part of my essence. Strength. Longevity. Insight. You will not become Astralin, but you will never be ordinary again. And what happens if I refuse? She swallowed. Then I will be rewritten, and you will die. The cruiser fired. She didn't flinch. I didn't have time to think. Dizzy the bond, I accept. I shouted. The moment the words left my lips, everything exploded, not with fire, but light. Althera pressed her forehead to mine, and the world dissolved. A brilliant shockwave erupted around us, pushing back the void-born assault. I felt energy surge through my veins. Warm, electric, infinite. Our minds intertwined, our hearts synced. I saw her memories, her fears, her dreams. And she saw mine. We were no longer two. We were one resonance. When the light faded, the entire sky was still. The void-born fleet lay crippled. The heart's fire pulsed with renewed power. And Althera stood taller, her aura blazing with new brilliance. She looked at me, not as a stranger, not as an outsider, but as her echo bond, her partner, her equal. Shooting star ending, a new beginning across the stars in the cycles that followed. The Astralin elders bowed to her ascension without protest. The nexus pulsed in harmony with her new resonance, our resonance. Some feared me, some admired me, but none challenged her anymore. As for us, we stood together atop the sky bridge, where she'd first asked the impossible of me. The star sea shimmered below like a living mirror. You saved them, I said softly. No, she replied. We saved them. She took my hand, this time without hesitation. What happens now? I asked. She smiled, a sight that could rival galaxies. Now, my echo bond, we lead. And as the heart's fire rose into the starlit sky, carrying us toward realms uncharted, I realized something profound. Her bold request had not just left me speechless. It had rewritten my destiny, and I didn't regret a single moment of it.